Hey, it's Wes, and today we're gonna polish some headlights on this Honda Fit behind me. I got this 3M headlight polishing kit. I've done this before. I did it about 6 years ago. I've had this car for a while now, 12 years, but I've had to polish these lights about every 6 years. So let's get along with the process here. So here is the headlight shape right now. They're not terrible. I think last time I did this they were in worse, but they're a bit hazy, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, here you can see the other one over here too. Once we're done, they'll be nice and crystal clear again. First up, I'm gonna wipe each headlight down with just a damp cloth, just to get any dirt off of it before I start this. I did wash my car before this too. Next up, we're gonna protect the paint by masking off the headlight here. This doesn't need to be pretty either. There we go. Now we'll just do the other headlight the exact same way. Now you can see both headlights are masked off and ready for the next process. Next up, we're going to install the P500 sandpaper for 500 grit. We're going to stick it on the end here. Next up, we are going to sand the haze off the headlight. You want to kind of keep this at a angle on the headlight, not exactly perpendicular to it, and then you want to keep a nice even pace while you go across it. Don't hold any spot too long or you're going to wear a hole in the headlight and it will be noticeable in the finished product. So you want to keep it nice, even and steady as you go across this. I was going to say you do want to be careful sanding on the edges that you don't sand into your paint in here, because you will be able to sand it through this masking tape. You can try to clean some of the dust off with a paper towel. Once it builds up too much though, it's not going to sand very well anymore and you will have to replace the head. Here you can see the uniform sanding across the surface. Now next up, we're going to put the P800 for 800 grit on the sanding wheel. We're just going to keep going up from grits here because we destroyed the light as much as we can. Now we're going to polish it back to a smooth, clear headlight again. So for the 800 grit, you do exactly the same thing you did with the 500. You want to sand it until it's a nice uniform cloudiness again. You do want to look for any like deep scratches after this 800 grit, just to see if anything needs resanded. Like I might sand through here just a little better. It looks a little rough, but for the most part, it's getting pretty uniform, and that's what you're looking for. You just want to make sure you get any of the rough scratches out with this because it will be hard to remove them in the next step. Now here's both lenses after the P800, so you can see how they look. Now we're going to move on to the next step. So now we're going to put on the P3000. This will be the 3000 grit. Put this on. And then this one we're actually at wet sand, so we do need to apply some water to this. So just going to moisten it up a little bit there. You do want this to kind of stay damp the whole way through the process. So now we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing we did on the first two steps, just lightly go over this at an angle again. This will make like a creamy white film on it, and you do want it to stay creamy the whole way through it. You can already see it's starting to become a little bit clearer. So now let's wipe it off and see if we're ready for the next step. Try to get this haze off here. Oh yeah, the lens is already looking better here. Okay, now I do want to look over it and see if there's any scratches I need to take out. It looks like maybe right in this region I need to just polish a little bit longer, but the rest of it's looking really good. Almost ready for the next step. And here we go. These are both headlights after the P3000 right here. So you can see them. Now they are ready for the final step. Next up, we're going to put the orange foam pad on. This is the very final step. This is a P3002, but we're going to put this on. Now we're going to take this rubbing compound. We're going to open this up. Now we're going to put about a dime size smudge of rubbing compound in the middle right here. Okay, now for this step, it's going to be a little different. You can kind of run this one flat to it because it's not going to do it or sand quite as drastic. So you don't have to do it at an angle. And then you kind of want to get this whole thing covered with the rubbing compound, and you don't want to sand it dry at all. Alright, I'm going to put a little more on. Now we're going to wipe it off and see how it looks. So we're looking to see if any spots still need a little bit of sanding. It looks like maybe I need just a little bit through here, but the rest of it's looking really close, and maybe just a tiny bit up in here. But it's looking almost done. Let's wipe it off one more time just to give it a check. I'm pretty happy with it. There's just a tiny bit of scratching here, but you could go after this forever. I'm pretty happy with what the results are. Looks a lot better than the hazy headlight that it used to be. Here you go. Both headlights now are done through the final process. Now we're going to take the masking tape off. And there we go. After a wash, everything's all cleaned up. See them all finally done right there. Everything cleaned up nice. So thanks for watching today's video. I hope this polishing helped your headlight look brand new again on your old car. Overall, the whole process took a little over an hour. It's not the quickest, and like I said, your car gets a little dirty in the front. You can probably try to do it a little cleaner, but I have a feeling you're always going to have to wash off the front of the car. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. We'll have more how-to videos. And whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.